From time to time, our leaders must be reminded of the whole point of leadership. Americans cherish and revere our government and republic. We want it to represent the best of us. And when we elect leaders to represent us, we expect that our wishes and needs will be fulfilled. An implicit promise and the trust it creates upon being accomplished builds a bond between elected leaders and their constituents. But that's not where Americans are these days. Congress has a 15% approval rating. That is 15% approval rating. There's clearly a disconnect between elected leaders in Congress and their constituents. A lot of Congresspeople seem more beholden to corporate interests than the basic well-being of regular Americans. Somehow, their physical distance from their constituents dissolves their memories and commitments, making them complicated, making the road too uphill to climb, and the commitments too distant to accomplish. That, however, is not a valid excuse. It is, at the very least, a dereliction of duty, and at most, an actionable betrayal. And we remedy that by taking them out of office. That's why the midterms will just not be about defeating MAGA, but also a revival of the Democratic Party by leaders who champion the urgency of this moment. Remaining connected to the electorate and fulfilling promises made should be the primary goals if you are running for elected office. Your priority must always be to the bigger picture. And your personal well-being, outside of the normal safety and security that all politicians must be afforded, should always be tempered when pit against the needs of your electorate. Public service is not just a job. It is a commitment that makes you responsible for the well-being of others as well. It is a great responsibility. The power it brings is incidental. Responsibility is the substance of leadership positions. Leaders must accept their responsibilities before they accept their powers. So in the midterms, I hope Americans vote for truth and integrity. I hope we vote for grit and commitment to the greater good. We must even transcend party ideologies and speak freely to the American people about fixing the problems and moving us forward. There are many vibrant leaders rising in these dark hours. We should support them. Like Kat, who's running for the congressional seat of Illinois District 9 that was previously that is held by Jan Schakowsky, who is not running for re-election, and she has been a great representative. I was one of her constituents when I had my condo in Chicago, and I voted for her, and I'm thankful that she's realized that she's been in Congress for quite a while and she's passing the torch. I hope she supports Kat as well. Then there's Fred Wellman, who's running for Missouri's 2nd District, who I think is a great candidate and a good person, a veteran, somebody who accepts his mistakes and learns from them and moves forward to build a more perfect union. Somebody else is somebody who's more well-known, like James Tallarico, who's running to be the next senator from Texas. Or I'm also following Mallory McMorrow, who's challenging the current Michigan senator in their primaries. These are just a few candidates I'm supporting by speaking about them, sharing their word, sharing their funding platforms, and doing whatever little I can to help them. Because I see them as being transformative at a time when America needs to transform in order to continue to strive for a more perfect union. Find candidates that inspire you, who make you believe that they are committed to taking on the great responsibility of representing you and your concerns, who you believe have integrity and basic decency to be honest with and productive for you, the people who elect them. That is the object of leadership. And as we go into the midterms this coming year, let's look for those genuine leaders who are rising up, who see the bigger picture, and who are willing to take the responsibility of the people who vote for them and fulfill the promises that they have made during their campaigns. Thank you for listening.